What is up, my BBoss baddies and my bad fellas? It is your girl Bosana and welcome BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking about why women do no contact for no reason, why they do no contact on you guys. So unfortunately, this is disappointing because you guys are watching, maybe you're going through it, you went through it, or maybe you just want to know. But yes, women do this oftentimes, like a lot, and most times nowadays in the modern day, it's in the beginning stage where it's like you guys are talking on and off, maybe in the beginning a little bit, and it will happen right in the beginning. No contact for females later on doesn't happen too often, because later on at that point, unless like she was just using you and stuff like that, she's not gonna care enough to do the whole no contact. She might just, you know, move on or something like that. So I'm saying no contact is an effort that women put in when they do actually have to protect themselves or for whatever bad reason it will be. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out for you guys to have a quick understanding of what you're gonna get in this video. I'm gonna explain what it is and why they do it. Okay, so please give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know what types of videos you guys would like to see. And lastly, I have 2 other channels, links down below. Okay, y'all ready for this? I hope so. Okay, so the first reason I have for why women go ahead and do no contact on you guys is that they don't want you guys to go ahead and find out the truth. And you guys, I will give you an example at the end. I don't have one written down, but I know some great examples off the top of my head. If you guys do want more examples in my video, let me know as well. But yes, let me go ahead. So what happens a lot of times with girls, they have things that they don't tell you up front. And as any human beings, we're not perfect. So obviously there's going to be something that she doesn't like about herself, or obviously there's going to be things that she has but she will keep to herself. She's not going to tell anybody, of course. Now, I'm not talking about that she owes it to tell you certain stuff, but there is certain things that women just keep to themselves when they know that, hey, if they would have showed it or said it in the beginning, it would have been a whole different situation and not being good for them. And so to give you an example actually right now, so you guys can get a good feel. So let's say you guys just start talking, beginning talking stage, first time going on a date, and then after the date, you guys are actually getting along, texting back a little bit, actually like FaceTiming or calling, whatever you guys like to do. All right, so maybe one day you guys decide to FaceTime, and you know, she's always looking good every time you catch her. She's looking good every time you see her. She's looking good, right? And so maybe just one day she felt really insecure that you guys were on FaceTime, so she was hiding her face. That's a simple example right there. If you want me to be more detailed, another example, and I say she's gonna do no contact in that form of hiding her face, but what's gonna happen is that it'll lead to when you guys are talking, if she's so insecure to the point where I'm about to reveal myself and I don't want him to find out my face, or I don't want to show the world, or I'm too scared because I don't want to see his reaction, she's going to hold it back and she's not going to talk to you. She's going to press back and you won't even know what's going on. She's not going to tell you, and she can't tell you because if she does, she has to answer these questions, right? So now to back forward, to give you a different example, to get a feel of what I'm trying to say with a girl that's trying to hide what she has that is for herself to keep and she feels like she shouldn't. Let's say kids. Sometimes some women don't want to be upfront. Some men out here don't want women with kids. Some don't mind. Some don't. Like, they don't want it. But this woman, maybe she had a bad experience in the past. A guy maybe left her behind or maybe cut her off. Whatever her experience was, it wasn't good. It wasn't a thrill experience, of course. So for her, she's being cautious. Moving forward, she doesn't want to tell certain guys this. Now, this is going to be guys normally if she sees potential, or maybe guys that she feels like, okay, maybe we'll talk more, right? So she has to kind of just hold back because it's like, if I say this, it's going to ruin it, or what's gonna happen, it's not gonna be good. So it's like, it's scary for her almost, right? And also remember, women are very in tune with their emotions because they're emotional by nature. So realistically, even if she's trying to act like, oh, well, I'm not hiding nothing, and all of a sudden she disappears, realistically, she was feeling those feelings all the time and it was bothering her. So women really carry a lot of their burdens in their feelings because they do things, or they keep things to themselves, that they don't want to tell you guys, and then it makes them literally cut you guys off. If you guys want me to do a ghosting video as well, let me know. But now I want to go ahead to wrap up. So I really want you guys to get that I didn't even just put insecurities. I put even a girl that's broke. If she's broke, right? Maybe she told you she was an IG model, or maybe she told you that she just gets money however she gets it. But meanwhile, maybe she has a sugar daddy, right? Or maybe she just has different ways of getting money, but it's not the way that she told you. Maybe she told you she's a businesswoman, or I'm just an influencer, right? And it's like the opposite. It's not the opposite, but it's the opposite of what she's trying to project herself to actually be. So she's trying to say things and like not all of it, so you don't get an idea of who she is. And she doesn't want you to have this idea of her in your head of, okay, well, that's what you do. This is what you actually are. This is what you are to me. You get what I mean? So there's things that people are not proud of, right? There's things that women don't want to just say. Some girls are just not comfortable. And also, women covering up, this is the last thing I'll say, because this is very, very important one. Well, they all are. But this one, I just really want to say more to it. So I want to say with this one, honestly, you guys, a lot of girls, just like guys, we have insecurities, like I said in the beginning, right? We're all human. So y'all have to keep in mind, women are covering up all the time. Women, and I'm not trying to like say, hey, they shouldn't be doing that. I'm not talking about that part right now. I'm just saying that you have to observe. That's what it is. Observe how she presents herself. So if she's, maybe like drifting away from who she really is, maybe she doesn't have a lot of self-love, maybe, and I'm just using makeup because it's common, right? Maybe it's makeup, that's what she loves. Some girls use makeup and they cover it up, and they might not look the same. They don't use it to enhance their beauty, whatever. I'm not trying to say that's her case, but I'm just saying she has an insecurity about it. So all in all, just because you see a perfect looking girl and she looks so gorgeous and beautiful and you think it's gonna flat out work out because, hey, she's so pretty and everything, no, she's battling her own problems. She's battling her own insecurities, her own damages, right? So that's why I always tell you guys, don't just look at that girl and say she's a dime, or don't just say she's a prize because, hey, she looks glamorous, she looks so good. You don't know what's inside. A lot of these girls have a lot of things that they're still working on, that they can never work on. They don't know how to, but they just know how to work on outside. So pay attention. She leaves because now her pride is about to get hurt. Her ego is about to get hurt. So she has to cut you off. Okay? Now, I will talk more about how some girls will cut you off and stuff like that, but I want this to focus more on why girls actually do this. Okay? Next thing is that they can't have y'all ready for this? They can't have you in her life while she has another guy in her life. And this is exactly only for selfish reasons and her desires. So at this point, when she has another man in her life, when she decides to cut you off, I guess this is the perfect time for me to give you guys some examples of how girls will cut a man off. So let's just say you guys are talking and then the conversation comes up. That's a great way for girls, a woman, whatever, to cut you off. A lady, that's what I was thinking, the other word. That's a great time she'll cut you off when you bring up that conversation. When things start getting sensitive or getting heated, that's when she cuts that conversation off. And then cutting it off, I'm saying she goes ghosting, kind of like, she doesn't respond ever again. You might text her a few times. You might call her line. She's never there. You might wait some months. She's gone. She did no contact on you. Now, no contact is basically, supposed to still come to an end if they're just doing it just for the time being, but you also have to see why she's doing the no contact on you. Okay, so now to go back to this point of the selfish desires and the not needs, just wants, let's say, those things that girls have, they choose themselves always and what they like and what's best for them because they always have options. It's just flat out that. And I always say it because it's like, same way I tell you guys, you have to look at it as if you always have options. Women always have options. And even if she's not the best looking woman out here, she will move like she's the best looking woman out here. Confidence works with women as well. And not only that, when there's so many men out here, she could find men that will actually appreciate her. Same way you guys can too as well. So back to this point, it's really as simple as this girl wants this guy and she has to give her full attention to him. Or it could be that she just lost interest from you. She lost all the interest that she had for you, And now with this guy, it's all about him now, right? She might get so excited. And it could be an ex from the past, right, that came back into her life. Or it could be this new guy that could be so charming. Or maybe the dream guy. Maybe this guy is the type of guy she's been waiting for all her life. Finally, that guy gave her that attention. That could be the case. And so she's so quick to cut you off because now, ooh, that's me moving on to better things. That's her leveling it up. That's how women level up. Women level up through men. You know, when a man comes into her life with money and status, that's her money and status. That's how she looks at it. So now she feels like she's valuable. Now she becomes the prize. You know, some girls, when I say like in the inside, you don't know what's going on. So you say that she could be the prize out here, but these girls are not the prize in their own mind yet, but they start trying to train themselves to be. And so they look like the prize, right? Women look good. They know how to look good. They're trying to look good, whatever, right? And boom, it works. And so, you know, you guys can fall into the trap of being a simp and wanting her, lusting over her and having these desires of wanting her with you for that one night, whatever. But all in all, you don't even know what's going on in here. She could be crazy as heck, or she could be super, super controlling, or she could be super, super, who knows? Maybe she could just be super psychotic. Or chaotic as well. Maybe she's a drama queen, right? Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the last thing. Y'all have any questions, or if you guys want a part 2, let me know. And the last thing on my list is that other guy that she has actually cut you off. So now this is the time where this guy might just be a serious guy, or he could be flat out crazy because they just met, but he said cut every single guy off. Now, I'm not going to say crazy too much because, hey, love at first sight. Maybe they made it official right away and it was time to actually cut everybody off. But all I'm trying to say is that this time it's not about her control mostly. She can't control the situation too much. And even if she can, she gave him all approval to go ahead and cut you off. So the difference completely, this time, that man in her life, that other guy, and hey, it could be multiple. I didn't say it was multiple guys, but it can most definitely be multiple guys. Or it could be she has to share multiple attention and she can't give you any no more, right? Could be a 3-way for her and you are the elimination. You get what I'm saying? So now, to wrap up, you guys, now back to my point. Y'all, that man came in and it was all done. She has some sort of tie, some sort of attachment, whether it's just them having fun and it's like just maybe soul ties, or it's flat out she's full involved, serious relationship now, almost getting engaged. Nah, maybe some girls don't want to get married nowadays. Maybe just very, very serious with them. Now that they have that going on, that man says it happens. So that guy has full control and she's allowed him. And girls, women, whatever, ladies, I keep doing that. I'll say women. I feel like it's easier to just say woman. Sometimes I know I've seen a comment saying before, don't say woman, they're not women. But besides my point, so now with women, a lot of times y'all gotta get that they might not do these things with you and they'll tell you they won't do it with you and things like that. They're not really about it. But there's gonna be a guy, which normally will be, I just did a video about the bad boy, which normally could be the bad boy, alpha guys as well, and sigma as well. But it's never ever, obviously ever gonna be a simp. Or even if you were any of the other guys that women do go for or do like more so, even if you are and you end up simping for a couple seconds, it really ruins it. So I'm saying that these girls that are allowing a guy to go ahead and let her cut you off, do no contact on you, that means that she has something that's strong enough for her to do that, because she would never ever let a simp do that. So whatever hold he has, just saying, you might not be able to do it, but best believe she can do it for somebody else or will do it for somebody else. And so I'm trying to say, if you guys are having these difficulties and feeling like, why is she not doing it for you guys? Don't worry about her. Worry about you. Okay? All right. Hope this video was helpful. You guys will see me in my next. Bye, guys.